season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Utes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riggs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hawkeyes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D-linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bakes the grab on the left. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO. No. To get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, he drops the throw. Uncorks one. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Shaw. Here comes the heat. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Utes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Still running at the 40. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Shaw. Finds a man on the left. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd.
the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Gets it out fast.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And the Utes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Utes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Yaw. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Utes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down. opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Utah! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll go with a direct snap and some room to work. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll try the run. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows when to bring it. They feed him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go. Just in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Shaw. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The shotgun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The quick out. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. We're ready to do it again.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He lofts one down the sideline. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing it.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in.
Turning it on. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Shaw. Finds his tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. To the ground with the back. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. To the air. It's off. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sack.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding